All right, I guess I'm going. All right. Hey guys, got some good stuff today about Boone. Boone, another killing for Boone. Well, here it is. But first, I gotta tell you something. The day before yesterday, I went to sleep at my mom's house, and when I went to bed, I put my earplugs in, laid down, and all hell was breaking loose. But it was good hell. Seems there's two parents, two dads, four kids, and they were from Boonesboro, came up here to see me at the Regent Priest, because that's where I was. Anyway, we talked, we had a good time. Not a lot was said, other than I can't see you and I hear you, but how you doing? And that was interesting. I enjoyed it. Good kids. They looked at my train set. Kids looked at my train set and couldn't believe it. They want me to make more. Everybody wants me to make more. And I said, well, get rid of the air conditioner guy and I'll make more. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to watch my old videos because I can't go back and add months of me speaking about the spirit world and how to create in it to update you for a video you're just watching. But anyway, so they're in my trains. They saw the tick licker, my rifle. They were getting a tour by Boone and the Regent Priest, basically. And all that went on. Something else happened. I can't remember what it was. Somebody else came by. Holy shit. You don't believe what I got to say. I almost forgot. You won't believe it. But I'll tell you in a few minutes. Back to the kids. Yeah, they're asking me, when you coming back, Dan? When you coming back to Boonesboro, Dan? And I get confused because my name's Richard. And I'm hearing everyone in my ego. They call me Dan. Anyway, I think the Regent Priest gave them the recording they took of me physically to back to Boonesboro so everybody could see what I look like. I think the parents came to pick it up. Anyway, I had a falling out with Jesus Christ. It was borderline bad. And the whole thing was dream sequences. Jesus Christ puts me in the manger and gives me dreams. I had this series of dreams 50 times in 20 years. 50 times in 20 years. And I was sick of it. Anyway, we made peace. We're all done. A bigger, higher Jesus Christ came down. Super Jesus, I call him. He came down and said, every 6 weeks, instead of every 2 weeks, every 6 weeks, he'll give you a dream sequence to see how you're doing. And I'm like, thank you. So, when you're on the mountain, your soul, even though you're from off the mountain, way up high, you come down the mountain, you're subjected to Jesus Christ. Same old shit you've been doing for 30,000 years. Yeah, well, since Christ walked the earth, more or less. Anyway, point I gotta make. Geremy Good. Geremy Good. Regent Priest told me today, Geremy Good is coming to see you, Daniel Boone. Geremy Good's coming to see you and apologize for everything he did. And what he's apologizing about is I shot him. As Daniel Boone, my soul, Daniel Boone, back then, shot and killed. He died a couple hours later, but I shot him. And now he's come back to apologize. Only took him 250 years. But hey, whatever. And what he's apologizing about is this. Geremy Good shot people and raped people who had prestige. So people who had prestige, he raped them. That was his preference. What he couldn't have by the rich people or prestige people, he raped them. That was his thing. And the Regent Priest said, that's the people he raped. And you say, well, how the hell did he do that? How the hell does he do that? This is how he did it. He drug them and raped them. He drug them and raped them. Turns out, and this is how the killing went down. Sorry, I don't know which way to go with this, so work with me. Turns out, this is how it went down. It was in 1783, 1784 in St. Louis. It was just turned to St. Louis. It just turned to St. Louis. It's called Little Village before that. And this is how it went down. I was walking down the street. I think I was a General Boone at the time because I could whip people where I lived. The whipping tree. But I didn't whip them. I just made it look good. I didn't hurt him. A couple people. One guy I hurt, I think, and he deserved it. Anyway, all the other people that I whipped at the whipping tree, I guess it was called, were basically just needed food. So they steal somebody's pig, they get caught, they are brought to me, and I'd fake whip them. Don't you ever do that again. And I just tap across the back. No real welts, anything. Maybe a welt or so. But I didn't harm them. I didn't break the skin. And then, what's her name? My wife. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. It's just so much in my head right now. She'd make them a dinner, like whatever, great big dinner, and people started coming to me to get whipped just to eat. That's how bad it was in St. Louis back then. People would steal pigs, animals, and deliberately get caught just so they could eat, take food home with them to feed their family. Rebecca knew this, and she'd make a whole load for the family so they could take it home. And I'd have to play the mean general. So it was like a scam in the system. We were nice. We fed the people who needed it. But Buddy had to get caught by stealing a pig. And he'd steal a pig, he'd get caught, and he'd take a whole load of Rebecca's finest home to his family. That's the way it worked out. Anyway, back to Geremy Good. This guy, I was walking down the street. All of a sudden, two guys. I was walking into the town of St. Louis, which is basically a village. Like, not much to it. That's where I built the firehouse. Daniel Boone built St. Louis's first firehouse. But it wasn't called, or maybe it was, I don't know. The timeline's really tight. The first firehouse was built by me. Well, not me. The people I hired. But I slept through most of it. Anyway, there's that. Daniel Boone did it there. I saw it. I had a vision of it. It's in the playlist. Watch it. It's cool. Geremy Good. Someone was screaming, Geremy Good. We got him. We got him. We got him. They grabbed two guys, grabbed Geremy Good, threw him to the ground, and started kicking him in the head. I got excited because I'm the general and I wanted to catch this guy. I didn't know why until the priest told me this. But it's a minute. They kicking him in the head. They give him the beat down. He's on the ground. They're kicking him in the head. The regent priest is telling me this. Then Geremy Good reached up, grabbed the guy's gun, pulled it out, cocked it, and as that was happening, as soon as I saw the gun come out, I took my rifle or another gun and shot him. I didn't put it in the head because I wanted him alive, but he died a couple hours later. Geremy Good. And that's the way it was. Anyway, so it wasn't a he could have killed the two guys, anybody on the street with the gun he had, and he was wanted by me. And I go, why? Why did I shoot him? And he goes, because he raped people. And I go, well, fucking that's no reason to shoot somebody. Just catch him and take him in. Right? Take him to jail or whatever you do with him. They hanged him back then. Anyway. But that's how it turned out. Turns out this. He raped me after Rebecca died. I was dating, just seeing. Dating, yeah, I was fucking her, so I guess that's the way it is. They said you were dating Geremy Good's sister. Yeah, sister. And she get up in the middle of the night and go to work. You lay there sleeping. Geremy Good would come in, sneak in, and give you drugs. A needle, or however he did it. He drugged me. I pass out. And he did that twice, and he raped me twice. Well, I found out about it, and I wanted to catch him. The two guys got to him before I did. And that's how that turned out. So, this was after Rebecca died that I'd dating Geremy Good's daughter. Okay? I can't even believe I'm talking like this. But anyway. And I go, well, hey, he goes, I asked the priest, did Rebecca ever cheat on me? And because it says in the book that she did, or because when I was gone for a long time, Rebecca had a daughter. What's her name? Jemima. And I love Jemima, and I love Rebecca. And I didn't do anything to Rebecca. I said, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, basically. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was gone for so long. And they said, yeah, that's how Rebecca was born. And I said, okay, no, nothing. I have no bad nothing. Zero nothing. Me and Rebecca worked it out. We're still together, and we carried on. Because far as she knew, I was dead. Anyway, it says it in the book. This book right here. Get this book, man. It's pretty good. Pretty good book. Get this book and the other one over there. Anyway, I'm going to do a thing on this book because there's a lot in it. A series, a playlist of things I found out in this book that are corresponding with what I know in this life. So cool. And I can't get into it right now. Anyway, I asked them, did I ever cheat on Rebecca? And they said, yeah, at least 2 times that we know of. And I go, what was one time? And they said, you were captured by the natives, and you were captured by the native people. And I go, I know. This is what happened. So the wife of a warrior, the warrior died. When I was captured, I belonged to her. The wife. Nah, I wasn't looking to get laid. But the fucking other warriors, over damn near a year, I was there, 6 months or more. Or say, do her, give me this girl. And I'm like, I ain't into that, man. I ain't into that. No. Do it. So I really had no choice. So I feigned, okay, I'll do it. I'm horny, like you. So I slept with her. I had to keep myself alive and for them to accept me, because they knew if I had a son in their tribe, whatever they were, I think it was a Shawnee, but I don't know. Could have been a Cherokee or fucking whatever. I don't know. It says in the book, but it don't tell you this story I'm telling you. So I had to screw this native girl. She was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I couldn't resist it. So I did it. What do you want me to do? What do you want? I'm a fucking guy, man. Alright. And plus I had no choice. They figured if I had a son by this woman who needed a man, I don't know why she couldn't get one. Makes no fucking sense to me. But they pushed her on me. I never had a son. I never had a baby with her. As far as I know. I asked the priests, and they said, no, you didn't. So there's that. Then the reason why I had to was they figured I had a son, I'd stay with the tribe forever. I'd give up my white humanity, my whiteness, and leave their world behind and stay with the natives. That's what they wanted. But I couldn't. I couldn't, man. I just couldn't. I loved them all. They're just people, man. They're beautiful people. They got their own way. Fucking solid earth. I was a native guy, and I died in 1700. I was a native guy before Daniel Boone. I died 1700. Boom. White guys shot my fucking head off. I knew that 30 years ago when I had the vision. But I didn't know I was Daniel Boone till 15 years ago or less, 5 years ago. So, you see where I'm getting? I felt at home. I really did. I felt at home. Because I was a native 3 times, 3 lifetimes before I became Daniel Boone. But I couldn't stay. I had to go. And I didn't kill anyone. I just slipped out. More or less. Anyway, that time and maybe another time, or yeah, there was another time, but I don't know who, what, when, or why. So we'll leave it at that. And I don't know. Back to Geremy Good. He died a little later. He raped my ass twice. And I was drugged. After Rebecca died. I was in St. Louis. Rebecca died in St. Louis. Geremy Good came and raped me because I was dating his fucking sister. I think. Yeah, I think I was dating his sister. Not his daughter. I wouldn't do daughters or nothing like that. Anyway. Holy shit. Back to reality. Or, sorry, no. So I wake up. I'm listening to all this. I got it all written down on my notes. And that happened in 1783 or 1784, St. Louis. I shot Geremy Good. And Geremy Good is coming back to apologize to me soon. But the Regent Priest told me this. Daniel Boone told me this. Daniel Boone said today, as we're speaking right now, he's down in Boonesboro having a time of his life with all the people. As of right now, as I'm making this video, the Daniel Boone 25% alt Daniel Boone is down, and I get to stay at the Regent Priest because I get killed. They told me they made Daniel Boone, they rented out a cabin or whatever. They gave up a cabin for Daniel Boone to stay in, my alt, so he can live down Boonesboro, Fort Boonesboro, if he wants to. When he comes, he has a place to stay. And they said, when you come, you have a place to stay. Well, great, that's awesome, but I can get killed. And I don't know what the hell's going on, because I'm Richard in my fucking head. So, if my soul wants to go down to Boonesboro when Richard's sleeping, have a ball, buddy. Have a good time. And Regent Priests can do that. Because I did it to fucking asshole next door. Spiritually. Anyway, what it's called is they make either me static. They make me static or they make my soul static, which separates, which brings the soul out, and the soul can go play. So my soul can leave my body. I'll still be running on autopilot, and he can go down to Boonesboro, have a good time, come back, and that happens all the time. It happens naturally, but the Regent Priests, where I'm staying on level 3, St. Lucian, in the astral, they can make your soul static static. That's what the words they told me. We make you static. What does that mean? It's over your head and below your feet. I'm like, okay. And your soul can go out and do its thing. And I've seen that happen. When I got a fight with Castle Rock at Banking Moon, I had to fight that big guy. My soul came out of my body and beat the shit out of him. Came back in. I was like, and I saw the whole thing here. So, and that wasn't even static. So, I don't know what static means, but they can do it. It happens naturally. Another, you can come along with it. Your awareness can go with it or not. So, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow if my soul goes down static. Or if I'm going with them, my awareness here in my head, my vision, my awareness, going with them. I don't know. I'll let you know. And the reason, and there's another reason Boone, my alt, is going down to Boonesboro. Because he's going to find out the best he can, the exact location of where I shot Bigfoot. He knows it better than I do. Now, this is what I know in my head and in my soul. More or less. As of right now, in my head, all I know is this. I walk up to get, what's his name? I walk up. My brother's there. And I see a Bigfoot. Oh, I think it's a fucking animal I shot. A big fucking bear. I run up. And I'm taking care of my brother. Because I think he's dead. I think the animal killed him. Turns out, no, he's still breathing. But he's unconscious. The Bigfoot, after he wakes up, my brother, and he's talking to me a little bit, I'm like, well, hang on, make sure this fucking guy's dead. This bear is dead or whatever. I knew it wasn't a bear, but I didn't have time to think about it, to worry about him. Whatever the fuck that was I shot. So me and him got up, we walked over and checked it out, and holy fuck. You don't believe it. The story I got for you coming, holy shit. And I know who my brother was. I'm working out the location around Boonesboro of where it took place. And I got a lot of information today. And a lot, last month I got a lot. I got the best last month information. I got a lot today information because I talked to Boone again. Now you don't understand. Why don't you just talk to Boone? Well, I can only talk and hear perfectly when I wake up from a nap. So when I wake up out of a nap, hey Rich, how you doing? I'm good. You know, what's going on? I don't know. What are you doing? Hey, how about that Bigfoot? Oh yeah. That's the way it is. But the rest of the time, it's all jumbled, and I don't want to mix it up. Because you believe the noise in my head. So I don't want to mix it up. So I only get information. And then, Jesus Christ has hit me. You got dream sequences. So I'm putting you in the manger, and you got to do all these dream sequences. So every time I go to fucking sleep on my goddamn bed, I got to do dream, useless, pointless, for me, dream sequences with Jesus Christ. And that was the fight. I'd rather be talking about Bigfoot from my past, 250 years ago, than doing another dream sequence, which I've done 52 times in the last 20 years. 18 years, to be exact. 'Cause that's how long I lost my skins, 18 years ago. And that's the big fight we had. Man. And I can make a whole hour video about that. But so that's another guy I killed, Daniel Boone, Geremy Good, because he raped me twice and other people, a lot of people in his lifetime. And it was all about he'd rape people with prestige. That's what the Regent Priest told me. He'd only rape people with prestige. So, there you go. I guess I was prestigious because he raped the fuck out of me. I was unconscious. A lot of raping going on back then. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. That's what happened with Daniel Boone in St. Louis in 1783, 1784. That's not in the books, the history books. Plus, the first fire hall is not in the history books. So, I can't prove this is history, but I'm Daniel Boone, and I'm having the visions. It's up to you. And if you don't believe me, ask Jesus Christ. Because when you die, the only truth, absolute truth you got on any fucking thing is Jesus Christ. So good luck with that. See you guys.